What's up everyone, welcome to an update video of my 2021 Elantra N-Line. Just a reminder for anyone who hasn't known or watched previous videos, I've owned this car since April of 2021 and I've put 47,000 miles on it, as it is my daily driver, my weekend car, really my everything car, because you know, this is the only one I own. And recently I've had to put in the shop because something has broken, and let's talk about that. So first of all, I want to say that I really haven't had any issues with this car whatsoever. You know, in my last just about 2 years of ownership, I've had basically no problems. Really, the only thing that is broken before has been my horn. I had to get my horn replaced under warranty, and I think what happened was it froze up during the cold spell we got of last winter, and it just never came back. And actually the same thing has happened this time around, and I just got it replaced after another cold spell where it was, you know, we saw negative temperatures here in New Hampshire, and I didn't go to use my horn until after the cold spell, and just turns out it's probably been broken since. And so I had to get a second horn replaced, yet under warranty again. But I've also gotten a couple other things done as far as maintenance goes in this car, and let's discuss. So obviously I get my oil changes at a 3750 interval. So every 3,750 miles, I get the oil changed at the dealership religiously. And with that being said, you know, I could do these oil changes myself, or I could go to an independent shop and get them done, but I've gotten all of my maintenance done at the dealer, you know, because we have the first 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance, and I paid for the extra oil changes in between those 7,200 intervals to round out my experience with going to the dealer for my first 36,000 miles and not paying a penny. And so once that was done, I was like, you know what, I'll just get all of my work done at the dealership, because then I have all of my service records from one place, and that when I go to sell the car, you know, I can say that all the work has been done by Nashua Hyundai, which is where I get my car serviced here in New Hampshire, and that's where to go if you have any questions about what was done. And so in this last visit, I just got my car yesterday. It only took the day, and you know, you can schedule in advance, and at least my dealership has been very accommodating with getting this stuff done. So I got a call, and they recommended that I get my fuel injectors flushed. Apparently, you know, I'm not gonna pretend I'm a mechanic and I know all this stuff, but apparently, you know, the engine gets built up with carbon over time, because even 93 octane fuel doesn't quite burn as efficiently as we want. And so over time, just carbon builds up, and that's what happens. And that's what was explained to me. And, you know, I want to do all the maintenance that my dealer recommends, so I did it. It was $175 US to get that done. Not completely ideal, but it doesn't break the bank for most people. And as this is preventative maintenance, it's not something you have to do. I just want to follow the recommended maintenance schedule of my, you know, of my guide, and just in case anything happens with my engine, everything would be you know, covered under warranty with no questions asked. They wouldn't say, oh, well, you know, you didn't get the fuel injector service, so maybe that's what caused this problem with your engine. They can't make that excuse. That's been really oversensitive lately. They can't make that excuse because, you know, I've gotten everything that's been requested of me done. So with that being said, that's really what has transpired with my car since my last update video. But another thing I wanted to talk about was the tires. So as I mentioned in my last update video, I bought new tires. I bought Continental DSW 06s, and these tires have actually been pretty good to me. I will say that they've been quite grippy in inclement weather like today, or, you know, more heavy snow. But I will say that they've actually been quite fuel inefficient. So I used to average about 40 miles a gallon round trip to and from work, mostly highway miles, about 33 miles each way. And it's gotten down to 35 now, with the most I've been getting is at 36, 37. So with the grippier tires, you definitely can also expect, you know, worse fuel economy. But as far as performance goes with these tires, they've really held up as much as I've wanted them to. I haven't tested them at any track days or anything like that, but that wasn't my plan, as, you know, they're an all-season tire. They're not performance tires per se. So please leave any comments or questions below regarding my N-Line, and I'll be happy to answer them for anyone who's looking to buy one or is just curious about the car. With that being said, please like, please subscribe.